Hey guys, so I'm going to show you today, this is my little Jon Boat. Might have seen it in the background on some of the other videos, but it's a 17 footer, flat bottom, and I built this cabin on it. I call it my boating season extender package. It's got a 55 Johnson, older unit. This is what it looks like inside the cabin. So I'll do a quick little rundown on what I did. This is like basically a shower wall you see in like public bathrooms. I just throw this stuff up, plastic. It's all metal stud work. Just something quick and easy to kind of cut the cold, cut the wind, and get out of the elements this time of year. This window is fixed, and that one's on hinges. As you can see, it'll swing open. I got some lights on there, light bar, searchlight. Here's my nav lights. Everything's controlled from this little panel up here. I didn't want to go over the top and spend a whole bunch of money. I might have a couple $100 at most in it. But I just thought it was kind of a neat project. So today what I'm going to do is finish up. I'm going to build the windows, but for the side here, with lexan sheets, and then this is just drip edge that you can bend and kind of form it around. Gives it a little more structure, and just kind of finishes it off, frames it out. So we're gonna go give that a shot. So I built this back deck here too. This is just marine plywood. I got these covers. These are just screw-in covers, that way I can reach my drain plugs on either side. Then I hinged this, and that way you can access your fuel tank and everything that you got down there. So really not too bad of a setup. And as you can see, there's some water in there, so there, flip on the old bilge pump. Okay, so over here I've got my big lexan sheet, and we got a backer, plywood backer. This is a Milwaukee Fuel metal saw, and I've got it set so that it will cut through the acrylic, or the lexan sheet rather, but not through the plywood. And this plywood, just to keep it from flexing, is if once you get chattering on this stuff, you risk cracking it. So, and another tip when you're working with this kind of stuff is, when you start your cuts, you can start one edge, go through. I'm going to actually just rip this thing all the way down the middle, but don't finish your cut. So don't keep going. So stop it about here and then come back and connect with it. And that way it keeps from chipping and blowing out your corners when you're going through it like that. Okay, so we got that ripped down and cut, and as you can see, I left the plastic on there, and that way you don't scratch everything up and then get all crappy when you're handling it. But that metal saw cuts it pretty good, nice and clean, and then plus the edges are going to be covered in trim anyway, so even if you do mess up a little bit, it's not going to be a big deal. Okay, so the next cut we're going to do is we're going to get this done. So I ripped that piece down the middle. There's a 4x8 sheet, and then I took a little bit more off, but this is kind of my line here from the front, and that will go all the way up there like that, but it's all going to be trimmed out. I left some overhang so we can put some screws in a couple spots, and that should work pretty well. Okay, so there's the cut. we're going to walk over here and we're going to go see how this looks. So we got some overhang down on that end. Oops, sorry. And I got some overhang down on this end. So we'll just trim it out and should be good. Alright, so the next step is we're going to trim out the side windows, kind of like this. Just trim it with the strip edge. I use like a construction adhesive inside it to kind of seal it out there, in there, put some clamps, and then we'll bolt it right to the side here and probably run like a rubber weather stripping or like that foam backed seal just to keep the rain and waves from splashing in on you. here's the finishing looks of it here. The lexan is in, trim is on, and she's bolted in. I'm gonna have to go through it once I get somebody to help me hold it on the outside, and then I can tighten everything down in the front. But it doesn't look too bad, you know. It seals in pretty good. You can put like a foam seal behind it or whatever if you wanted to get it 100%, you know, leak proof, but looks pretty good.